everybody, I'm back this week to finally do that one little episode I've been teasing you about for a while. Because I finally got all my ingredients. We're going to do bubblegum. Just not the fudge that I did before, just flat out bubblegum. And what you guys are going to do is you're going to start with 1/3 cup. I already have them in here. You can see they are gum-based pellets. You can get them in craft and hobby stores. I ordered mine online just because I didn't have time to go pick them up. So, you're going to want those in a little microwavable measuring cup. 1/3 cup of them. Then we're going to put a tablespoon of flavor powder in with it. Boy, there are so many options for flavor powder for you to get. I just went with your kind of basic cherry. You need a tablespoon of that. You put that right in. Well, as soon as I get it to weather's been a little humid. Right in with your gum-based pellets. So making sure you got a tablespoon. Okay, once you get a tablespoon of that, oh my gosh, there's so many flavor options. I was looking online, but you can get them anywhere. There's just peach and all kinds of fruits and your basic bubblegum flavor, but like I said, I went for cherry. Now you want 2 tablespoons of corn syrup, and that is pretty much everything that goes in the microwave. There we go, 1. And Tom down near the end. Okay. And 2. And I'm just going to take this little wooden popsicle stick and make sure I got that all in there. Because you're going to need like a wooden stick. Just like a regular craft stick or popsicle stick. Because that's what you're actually going to be stirring things with. Because that's like best for your bubblegum. Okay. We're going to put this in the microwave for 10-second intervals. Just until we can get it stirred. Might take a few, but that's what we're going to do. And while you're doing that, you need to put 1/2 cup of powdered sugar onto a nice piece of wax paper and make like a little volcano with it. You can tell it's starting to get warm, and you can start to stir it, but we need to be able to get it completely, like the gum-based pellets completely combined in there. But it's time sensitive, so we don't really want to scorch it. That's why we're only doing it 10 seconds at a time. So get your 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, but don't put your powdered sugar away because you might need more. Put that in a nice pile right in the middle of your wax paper. You can see it's starting to mix up pretty good already. Smells like cherry. I love it. Okay. Well, you can set your powdered sugar off to the side because you might need more. But go ahead and make a nice little well in the middle of your powdered sugar, because that's where we're going to be pouring the liquid gum. Getting there. Once I can get it off the fork. I'm used to using a fork, can you tell? And other things you might need is, I'm using some red food coloring because I actually want to make my gum pretty. And either you're going to need some small squares of wax paper or some cupcake wrappers. I have some fall cupcake wrappers here that I'm going to be using. Almost there. Starting to lose the pellet shapes. You can see we're getting gum. Doesn't look like much now, but trust me, this is going to be really cool. Yeah, you're gonna get all the little stringy dingies. You're using corn syrup and gum base. Like I said, when we're done, we're gonna pour this. It's gonna be really hot, so be careful. You can't use your hands yet. We're gonna pour it in the middle of our little powdered sugar well. And we're gonna stir it with the stick until it stops absorbing powdered sugar. And it's cool enough to knead with our hands. Almost. I say that every time, I know, but it is very close. Getting powdered sugar everywhere. Just making sure I'm doing everything right. See, the idea is to do this until it's fully melted and able to be mixed together. We're almost there. Smells like cherry. I love it. If you guys can't tell, I kind of doing the bubblegum as a little bit of a combo tribute this week. I got this shirt as part of a charity campaign. BeastPop ArtWorks designed it. I'll put his name in the description. All proceeds were going to Rowdy Piper's charity. Yeah, still really sad about that. So, when it is fully melted here, you're going to go ahead and shut your microwave and pour it right into the well of the powdered sugar. Yeah, it'll probably ooze over like a volcano. But go ahead and scrape it all out of your measuring cup. Set that aside. Definitely put water in it as soon as it cools because you're going to want to clean that up. You can see it oozed out, but now you just start mixing it in with the powdered sugar. Bring it back. Bring it back. This might take a few minutes just because you want to get it all cooled, and you're going to be stirring it like this until it stops absorbing powdered sugar. That's why I say keep the powdered sugar on hand because you may or may not need to add more. I haven't before, but you might need to. This is a fun little thing to do with kids or crafts or something. There's all kinds of bubblegum kits you can buy. I actually researched them online a little bit and in stores, and most everyone I saw, even though there were different brands, got good reviews. Some of them had a little technique issues, and from what I've found and experimented with, even no matter what the directions say, this is kind of a good technique to use. You know, adding the flavor and the corn syrup and the gum base, and then microwaving it. Once it cools here, and you can knead it with your hands, I mean, it'll firm up, and then you're going to be able to, oh, and this is actually the spot, if you wanted, almost forgot, where you can add a couple drops of food coloring so that even though it tastes like cherry gum, you're not chewing like plain colored gum. I'm going to add 4 drops and see what we come up with. I'm going to be tie-dyed at this point. Wasn't thinking. If you want to add your coloring, do it when you pour it. First pour it into the volcano. Because you can add any... Just try to keep your powdered sugar and everything on the paper. Okay, it's still pretty hot, so I'm going to wait. And if you're going to knead it with your hands, definitely like put powdered sugar here on your hands because that's what's going to help keep you from getting all gummy. Yeah, you can use any flavor, any color you want. I just, like you said, I got boring. I thought I had ordered, kind of embarrassing. I thought I had ordered peach. Turned out I ordered cherry. Whatever, I like both of them. And you're just going to keep doing this mixing and kneading until it's cool and combined. And then you can break it off into small pieces and wrap it into small squares of wax paper or into the cupcake wrappers. That is really cool. You take a small chunk of the bubble gum, you place it in the middle of the cupcake wrapper, and then you fold the cupcake wrapper over and roll it up and twist the ends, and you've got kind of a colorfully wrapped piece of bubble gum. Okay, you can see the 4 dots made it a nice, 4 dots of food coloring made it a nice red. It's probably going to take a while to cool because, like I said in the Divinity episode, you basically have made liquid candy, only this was like liquid gum. And the powdered sugar helps give it a little bit of sweetness and to keep it from completely sticking to everything you do. Okay, it's still a little warm, but I'm going to put powdered sugar on my hands and get into the kneading process. That's why if you do this with kids, you do have to be careful. The adults can do the hot part, and once it gets to a manageable temperature, then the kids can start helping and getting their hands into it. Because right now it is fairly still warm, but that's what you're doing. You're just going to be kneading and rolling it until it's completely combined and cools down. You're going to want to go like this, and once it's completely combined like this, sort of looks like Play-Doh, I know. Just give it a final roll in the powdered sugar and then break it into chunks. We want us to do that while it's still a little warm so that you're not messing with completely tacky candy. Okay, a little bit of the powdered sugar on there so I can keep working with it. And you can break it into as big or as little chunks as you want. They don't have to be uniform. They'll look a little maybe chalky-ish just because they have the powdered sugar on there. Probably making them into too big of chunks, but hey, I don't care. There, you just made bubble gum in a very short amount of time. And you just keep on like that, breaking it into the chunks. Starts to get too sticky on your hands, just go for some more powdered sugar. But yeah, definitely go ahead and check out BeastPop ArtWorks. He does so much. I absolutely love the designs. This is the first one I got, and I had got it a few weeks ago, but I've been kind of saving it till I got everything ready to do this this episode. Just as, you know, the tribute still hits me pretty hard. Piper was one of my absolute favorite wrestlers. And if you listened to me from last week and you went and bought Bite-Size Offerings, the Kindle book, I am like halfway through it and it's so hard to put down. All the little stories just leave you wanting more, more, more. I got a little sticky on me. You know what? This last one, not getting wrapped up. It's cherry and sugar. Let me wrap. As bubble gum, I think I made the pieces too big. But like I said, I'll show you here how you have your cupcake wrapper. Take your piece of bubble gum, you pop it right in the middle, and you're going to fold it over like this, then roll, and just twist. Get my piece of bubble gum. And you could use cuter wrappers than I did, or just plain wax paper. But these were on the top of the cupcake wrapper stack, so go check out BeastPop ArtWorks. Get some of his stuff. Check out Bite-Sized Offerings. Go check out some classic Piper matches. I never would go blowing bubbles, but you really can. Thank you. Check back next week. I think I'm going to do some more pumpkin recipes.